Around here, people matter, and relationships are built on trust. That's the way it is at Town & Country Bank. Real people who like things simple, honest, and done right. And our roots are right here, so we're truly local. If you already do business with us, then you know how good banking can be. And if you're not, well, maybe you should. Town & Country Bank. You'll like how we do business.
Part of the HNB Bank family.
When Scott and I purchased these two rocking chairs, our intention was to rock together on our porch in our old age. But when Scott was diagnosed with cancer, our lives drastically changed. When discussing Scott's final wishes, we decided the best choice was Hanson Spear Funeral Home. We liked the home-like setting, and we knew we could trust the Spear family to honor our wishes with a personalized video and the Bible Scott used daily. Hanson Spear even arranged a special time for our granddaughters who were having a difficult time. They took care of everything.
Blue Devil Gym as the Blue Devil makes his appearance on this Friday evening. The Urbana Tigers starting lineup has been announced. Urbana 1-0 on the season, defeating Milwaukee debut 57-49 last night. The Tigers will start the same lineup tonight that they started last night. Malik Harris, a 5'9 senior, had 8 points last night. Mawasa Bamba, a 5'11 senior, had 2 points last night. Greg Boyd, a 6'3 senior, did not score in the ballgame last night. Shannon Hillsman, a 5'9 junior, scored 13 points last night. Nick Romero, a 6'2 senior, had 17 points last night to lead the Tigers. So Harris, Bumba, Boyd, Hillsman, and Romero, 5'9", 5'11", 6'3", 5'9", and 6'2", across the lineup for head coach Bashawn Russell and the Urbana Tigers. Meanwhile, the Blue Devils will start the same lineup tonight that they started last night. Lincoln Elby, the 5'9 senior, 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists last night for the point guard. Reagan Tenhouse, 6'2 senior, 8 points and 5 rebounds. Cameron Gay, 5'9 junior, 4 points and 2 rebounds last night. Jacob Jobe, 6'3 junior, had 11 points and 4 rebounds. And Parker Bland, 6'4 sophomore, had 5 points and 13 rebounds to lead the Blue Devils last night. Elby, Tenhouse, Gay, Jobe, and Bland, 5'9", 6'2", 5'9", 6'3", and 6'4". So height-wise, pretty even across the board. But as I mentioned, the Tigers of Urbana can bring in Kobe Wilson off the bench, a 6'7" string beam, and he will provide some height down in the paint for Urbana on this Friday evening. And I think Lincoln Elby's going to have an interesting night tonight because if memory serves, Mawasa Bumba and also his running mate Malik Harris pretty quick at the guard position. Maybe not as tenacious as, say, Alton's guards were last year, but still a tough test for Lincoln Elby and Mike Dade to get the ball across half court and set up the half court offense.
Well, who did we play down in the shootout down in St. Louis last year?
Alton.
Was it Alton?
Yeah.
Right, and Lincoln struggled in that game. One, because he was sick, but last year in the regional game, he handled it quite well. So that's all part of the maturity process. But I agree with you. I think a little bit quicker tonight, but he handles the ball so well. He's fun to watch what he does with the ball.
And I think Urbana's a little bit, I think their basketball IQ is a little bit higher than what the Blue Devils saw last night from U City. No, I'm not disparaging University City in any way, but it just seemed like the U City kids, once they got down, they just decided, I'm going to get mine and forget the team concept.
Yes, they did. And hopefully the Blue Devils can get Urbana in that same type of mode of, yeah, that's the ideal. Get the other team out of rhythm, and hopefully we'll do that tonight. But it'll be a better game than last night, I guess, is what I'm saying.
This is that middle game of the Thanksgiving tournament where the Blue Devils wear their road uniforms at home, and the royal blue with the white numbers and trim. Urbana in their home white uniforms with orange and black trim. And at least these numbers, even though they're orange, are big and very readable.
Not like
some football uniforms I've seen with orange, black, and white where the orange numbers are god-awful to read.
That Wisconsin team, their jerseys tonight were hard to read on the front of theirs. At least the front, whatever it said.
Yeah, they had white uniforms with red numbers and red trim. They were more like soccer uniforms, I hate to say. Sitting next to your left, and
there's nothing wrong with soccer
striking distance. Greg Boyd will jump it up against Parker Bland. The Blue Devils will come toward us in the first half, as per usual. And the ball is in the air, and the tip is controlled by Cameron Gay for Quincy. And Urbana comes out in a 2-1-2 half-court zone. Reagan Tenhouse has it, right wing. They work it cross-court to Lincoln Elby on the left side of the offense. He gets it high post to Parker Bland. Turns, faces, left alone. One dribble, picks it up. Goes high post to Reagan Tenhouse. Tenhouse makes a move to the hoop, pitches it out to Cameron Gay. Gay has his three-pointer blocked out of bounds by Boyd.
A little too long to set that up. He knew he was going to shoot it, and he didn't even try to get the guy up off his feet. He went up, and the ball went up and swatted into the parents section.
Elby takes the pass in backcourt, and we'll bring it across the timeline. We've played 30 seconds of this first quarter. Gay with it right wing, gets it to Tenhouse further along the wing. Now up the sideline to Gay, right back to Tenhouse. Tenhouse back up the sideline to Gay. Cross court to Lincoln Elby, left side of the offense. Bounce pass to Jacob Jobe. Jobe goes high post to Bland, works it down the baseline to Tenhouse. And an offensive foul called on Reagan Tenhouse. And the acting job sold at that time by Urbana.
And the Academy Award goes to? That was not a good call, people.
Mawasa Bamba drew the charge that time.
The Devils coming out with their, at least so far, first two games, a 1-2-2 press.
Bamba and Boyd work it in the backcourt. Now they get it in the middle of the floor to Malik Harris. Harris penetrates, and they get it back up to Bamba, who will set up the Tigers' half-court offense. First possession for Urbana. Malik Harris with it. Devils going 1-2-2, more of a full-court zone, or a half-court zone with more pressure out front. Harris has it, right side of the offense, bounce pass to Romito. Romito cross-court pass, finds Bamba along the baseline. His shot is blocked. He gets his own rebound along the baseline and tries to hit Romito, but throws it out of bounds.
Boy, I thought he was out of bounds when he got the ball, but there must be a little more space there than I thought, or he was up on his tiptoes, stopping himself from going out.
Quincy ball, no score in the ball game. Three-quarter court pressure from Urbana. Elby with it, bounce pass, far sideline to Gay, and it went off his hip out of bounds.
Yeah, it's a tough giveaway right there. I'm trying to figure out what Urbana was in. It looked like a 1-2-1-1, but then it went out. I don't know. We'll have to watch that again.
Diamond in one is what you're thinking?
Close, yes.
Harris takes the inbounds pass on the offensive side of midcourt. Left wing, he finds Shannon Hillsman. Hillsman tries to go high post. The ball is caught. Now Bamba has it along the baseline, pitches it up top to Hillsman. Hillsman wanted to go cross court, but couldn't because of Jacob Jobe. Hillsman does float a pass to Malik Harris. They go high post. Boyd catches, gets it to Romito. His three right wing is good. That's the player that hit a couple threes last night to get the Tigers settled down. He starts off with a three here tonight. First basket of the game, 2 minutes in. Jobe throws it on the baseline to Bland. Bland crosses over, takes Romito baseline, slices to the hole and scores.
Yeah, I'd like to see him attack that basket. That left hand, I said it last night, he had a line violation right there. He stepped over. That's a good call. Coach is arguing it, but he stepped over it.
Mawasa Bamba stepped over the baseline trying to inbounds the pass. Elby catches on the inbounds, fires a three. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped, comes off his shoulder and gets to Parker Bland, top of the key. Bland on a dribble drive, gets it to Tenhouse, left wing, further in the corner, Jobe sets his feet, fires to three, and it's a long shot, no good, and Gay has the weak side rebound. Gay got it to Elby out front, and Lincoln Elby resets the offense against a 2-1-2 Urbana zone. Tenhouse with it left wing, ball fake penetrate, stops at the mid post, gets it to Gay at the high post, pitches it to Elby, back to Gay, further right wing to Jobe. Jobe back to Gay, cross court to Elby. Elby will penetrate inside the arc, throw it away, but Gay recovers it. Cameron Gay gets it to Jacob Jobe. Whips a pass cross court to Elby. Ball fake, penetrate, pitch it back to Tenhouse. Tenhouse on a dribble drive, gets to the hoop, scores and is fouled.
Yeah. That was a nice drive to the basket by Reagan Tenhouse. Good patience by the Blue Devils, too, on that offensive set.
Those skip passes will be there,
yes,
especially if Urbana can't read them. Devils did a good job working sideline to sideline on that offensive set.
And I like the pace behind the pass. It's not that lob that floats over in the air. It's got that oomph behind it.
Reagan Tenhouse was 2 of 3 from the line last night. And I jinxed him as he barely grazed the front of the rim. So 6 out of 19 for the season for Quincy. Here's a bounce pass that barely finds Malik Harris. He gets to Romito. Another 3 on the way from Romito. In and out. Hits the rim again, and Lincoln Elby had the rebound tipped out of bounds by Bumba.
And again, that's that basketball smarts of Lincoln. He had the guy on his hip, but he knew he was going to be outmanned, so he sort of tipped it to himself, and the Urbana man slapped it away.
It is a diamond-and-one press for Urbana. Here's Jobe. Beats the pressure. Rises for a 15-footer. Around the rim, no good. Flying tip by Tenhouse, no good. Rebound tipped again, and Hillman comes down with it for Urbana. Races to the front court. Pass deflected and stolen away by Quincy. Nice deflection by Jobe. Elby got the loose ball. Now Tenhouse knocks Bumba down. A blocking foul called on Mwasa's Bumba.
You got to give the man space to come down. I think there was enough, but I still think he leaned just a tad bit. That's a 50-50 call there.
He's a little more to the side that time was Bumba than he was on the first charge he drew. 4-3, Quincy leads. 4:42 left to go in the first quarter. Bland catches along the baseline. Nice move, but then it's poked away from behind and stolen by Urbana. Good hands by Boyd along the baseline. Here's Malik Harris up the sideline. Gets around Elby. Splits 2 more defenders. Pitches it weak side. 3 put up and no good. And Tenhouse has the rebound weak side for Quincy. Reagan Tenhouse under some pressure. Will slow it down. Get it to Lincoln Elby. Elby floats one over the top to Jacob Jobe. Now along the baseline, Bland. 18-footer Parker Bland. Bingo. No hesitation there from Parker Bland. Timeout. Urbana, it's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 4:12 left to go first quarter. 6-3 Quincy lead.
I like it. I think it's a good start to the game. Those are the things that we talk about. You just got to get that rhythm, and maybe that second half last night will carry over into this first half here tonight, and the first half will carry over to the second half. But their passes are crisp. They're driving to the basket. They're active defensively down at the other end. So, you're only 3:52 into it, right?
3:48.
3:48. So, got to start somewhere. Go through my timeouts again each half. 3 full, 2 30s?
You have 2 30s and 4 fulls for the game.
4 for the whole game.
Or 3 fulls. This is high school. I do too many college games as the official score. 3 fulls and 2 30s is what high school teams have.
Probably a good timeout by Urbana then.
Bumba inbounds, weak side to Romito. Now they find Hillman. Back to Romito. Hillman has it in backcourt. He'll work a pass around to Romito, who almost threw it away, but it's recovered by Harris to set up the Urbana offense. Now to Hillsman. Diagonal pass finds Romito. He drives baseline. Tenhouse cuts him off. Up the sideline, they find Harris. Harris floats a pass weak side to Hillsman. He'll fire a right wing 3, and it's no good. Long rebound is knocked out of bounds by Jacob Jobe away from Romito. Dade, Carson Gay, and Clayton Wyrather will check in for Quincy. We saw this a lot last year.
Yes,
about midway through the quarter, and 3 subs come in.
Well, I think Coach Douglas is wanting to get the kids out there in the first quarter just to get the feel for it. You're pretty comfortable right now with everything going on. I think the 3 coming in won't hurt you at all.
Bumba throws it out front to Romito. Back to Bumba, who gets it to Malik Harris, who will set up the half-court offense. 6-3, Quincy leads. 3:35 left to go, first quarter. Hillsman with a ball fake, gets it to Boyd. He gets mid-post to Bumba. Out front to Hillsman, back to Boyd in far corner. Now in the mid-paint to Bumba. He pitches it to Hillsman. Hillsman floats a pass to Romito. Gets it down on the block, and a little nickel dimer called on Carson Gay.
Yeah, he had his hands on his back. I agree with you. It's a little touch foul, but it still goes against us.
Carson Gay had 4 fouls last night, and he plays 16 seconds tonight and draws a foul. Second team foul on Quincy. Pass into the backcourt to Malik Harris. He has it right sideline. Ball fake, throws it away. Tried to hit the guard out front, Hillsman, and Malik Harris threw a bad bounce pass, and it bounded all the way to the far sideline out of bounds. So Quincy ball, leading 6-3. Dade will run the offense now. Jobe and Carson Gay on the wings. Tenhouse and Wyrather along the baseline. Tenhouse has it left wing. Diagonal pass out front to Dade. Skip pass right back to Tenhouse. Left wing Tenhouse, right back up top to Dade. Dade ball fake, gets it to Gay. Steps around defender, rises from 17 feet, too strong. Rebound, knocked away, and controlled by Tenhouse for Quincy. Reagan Tenhouse goes backwards to Job. He'll fire a wing three, short. Soaring rebound, tipped by Gay, no good, and the rebound comes down to Boyd for Urbana. He dribbles into traffic, but goes backward to Hillsman. Shannon Hillsman has it out front, tries to split defenders, gets it to Bumba. Bumba along the baseline to Boyd. He goes mid-post to Romito, can't handle the pass, picked up by Job, turnover to Quincy. Job over the top finds Dade. Dade stops, penetrates, puts up the runner, and hits it.
An off-balance runner from being almost tackled from behind, but banks it in.
8-3, Quincy leads, 2:23 left to go in this first quarter. Here's Hillsman getting across the timeline, gets it to Bumba. Mawasa Bumba. Bounce pass to Hillsman, center of the floor. Hillsman attacks, goes right wing to Romito. Ball fake, goes nowhere. Floats a pass up top to Hillsman. Hillsman goes along the baseline to Boyd. Dribble drive from the baseline, puts up the runner off the paint, no good. Rebound, put up no good. Rather has the defensive board for Quincy. Outlet pass to Mike Dade. Dade, diagonal pass to Jacob Job, back to Dade. Dade right side, goes back to Job. Wide open three right wing, Jacob Job, bingo.
Smooth with that shot. Really like that offense right now.
Had his feet set that time, looked much better on the release. 11-3, Quincy leads, a minute 42 left to go first quarter. Boyd in backcourt. Cross-court pass to Harris, back to Boyd. Boyd, bounce pass to Hillsman. He gets around defender, gets to Harris right wing. Cross-court pass finds Boyd. Ball fake, penetrate the baseline. Stops, throws it out front to Hillsman. Back on the wing, Romito sets his feet, fires to three. In and out, no good. Right there is Bumba for the rebound. Goes up strong, missed it, but got fouled by Jacob Joe.
That's a tough call because you see those guys always standing with their hands just straight up, not even attempting to block it, but the offensive player always seems to get that call.
Created contact down around the waist area that time, did Mawasa Bumba. And that was enough contact for the foul to be called. Job's first, team's third. Bumba at the line. He was 0 for 2 last night for Urbana. Urbana wasn't exactly lights out at the line last night, Matt, going 12 of 21. Free throw by Bumba's good. The lost art of free throw shooting.
I never lost the art.
You didn't shoot many, did you?
No, not at all.
Warren Ansell took care of that for your group.
In one night. He shot more in one night than I shot the whole year.
That was what, 31 that night against Weber?
It was something outrageous. It was in the
25
30s.
at 31, I believe, if memory serves. Not that I was paying attention. Kobe Wilson does check in for Urbana, the 6'7" post player, and they had another sub as well. Parker Bland back in along with Lincoln Elby for Quincy. Carson Gay with it, middle of the floor, gets it right wing to Lincoln Elby. Left alone, fires to three, and he hits it.
Not going to miss that when you're that wide open. Have your feet set, good look at the basket.
So after the two free throws by Bumba, Elby comes down and hits a three. Under a minute to play first quarter. It's 14-5 Quincy. Harris walks the ball up against the three-quarter court pressure. Now he has to hurry and does beat the 10 count. Pitches it down along the baseline to the new player who traveled, got away with it, but then threw it away. Lincoln Elby has it for Quincy. He races ahead, but he gets cut off by Hillsman. Gets it to Carson Gay, back to Elby. Ball fake, penetrate. Elby fans across the perimeter, almost has it stolen. Does have it stolen, but Dade gets it back, then gets jump ball called.
I mean, I like the aggressiveness by Urbana going in there, but boy, he dove in like he was going after a fumble.
Richard Johnson is the new player for Urbana besides Kobe Wilson. Richard Johnson had 8 points last night for the Tigers. So the alternating possession goes to Urbana with 36 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And Carson Gay steals the inbounds pass, takes it the other way, lays it up, and misses it because he didn't use the backboard. A rebound comes down to Hillsman. Pitch ahead pass to Boyd. Boyd will attack the basket, put it up, no good. Foul on Parker Bland.
Yeah, you got to use the backboard on that. You can't just curl that little finger roll. You got to use that backboard. That's why they put a backboard on that rim.
Oh, they called that foul on Carson Gay and not Bland. So Gay's second, team's fourth. Well, so at the line is Boyd. His first free throw is a brick.
At least he got back and hustled after he missed it, but drew a foul.
14-5, Quincy leads, 24 and a half seconds left to go in this first quarter. Second free throw good. Boyd goes 1 out of 2. It's a 14-6 Quincy lead. Elby with it in backcourt against the diamond in one press. Elby, cross court to Dade. Dade, head and shoulder fake, cross the timeline, gets it to Carson Gay. Gay, bounce pass to Mike Dade, right wing to Elby. Penetrates baseline, pushes it back out to Dade. Dade with a ball fake, gets it to Carson Gay. A wide open left wing three is no good. And Hillsman has the rebound for Urbana. Hillsman in the backcourt with less than a second left to go. He doesn't realize he dribbles out the clock. We've played one quarter. Reagan Tenhouse will check back in for Quincy to start the second quarter. Blue Devils lead after 8 minutes, 14-6. Back in 60 seconds here on 103.9 The Fox.
Federated Insurance is a lot like the family businesses we help protect. For 105 years and counting, Federated has shared the common values that have served our clients well. Federated Insurance, it's our business to protect yours.
Call Tony Reese and Quincy at 223-4623.
Your State Farm agent, Charles Schultz, can help get you to a better state. From cost to coverage, Charles can develop a plan just for you.
This is Charles Schultz. Call me at 224-6665 or drop by my office next to County Market at 48th and Broadway, and together we'll review your insurance needs.
Second quarter begins with the Blue Devils having the ball at midcourt. 14-6, Quincy leads Urbana. Tim and Matt with you on this Friday evening. Lincoln Elby, Jacob Jobe, Carson Gay, Reagan Tenhouse, and Parker Bland, the 5 Devils on the floor. Elby has it right side of the offense. Goes right wing to Reagan Tenhouse. Tenhouse takes a look, dribbles around the perimeter. Gets it middle of the floor to Gay. Gets it left wing to Elby. He fires a three, too strong. A weak side rebound belongs to Reagan Tenhouse under the basket after some tips. But then his outlet pass is deflected and stolen by Richard Johnson for Urbana. Here come the Tigers trailing 14-6. Hillsman has it. Right side of the floor. Whips a pass right to Reagan Tenhouse for the steal. Tenhouse crosses over, has it stolen by Boyd. Lots of contact, no call. Here goes Urbana the other way. Stolen by Lincoln Elby. Elby gets around the defender. Shovels it to Jobe. Wide open three. Decides to drive it instead. All the way to the hoop. Put it up. Got fouled.
Yeah, I think Reagan probably should have given that ball up when he got across half court, but I think he saw one lane that he was going to try to hit, and honestly, he got fouled getting the ball. But Lincoln Elby did a great job defensively, and now we're down here at the other end shooting a free throw as Jacob Jobe drove to the basket, faked the three-pointer, and drove the middle of the lane and got fouled.
Jobe 0 for 1 last night, misses the free throw here. 6 for 20, Quincy on the season. That's 30% for you folks doing the math at home. Now it's up to 33% with that made free throw. 15-6, Quincy leads.
I was going to say the same thing.
I know. Math wizard that Matt Longo is. Taught Stephen Hawking everything he knows. Here's Hillsman. Tries to split two defenders, can't. And somehow finds Boyd, who has a man wide open underneath, scores and is fouled by Lincoln Elby. That player was Richard Johnson.
Sort of overshifted on that trap, and they reversed it very well. That wide open man being Johnson, right?
Richard Johnson. Lincoln Elby's first personal, 15th foul on Quincy. And Richard Johnson will try and complete the three-point play. He was 0 for 1 last night from the line. As one of the officials has a conversation with the official score. Not sure what this is about.
I don't know either. 15-8, score is right. They're checking on a foul.
I think they might be. I think they may be checking on that play earlier where I thought it was on Parker Bland and they called it on Carson Gay. Now they're coming over and talking to the Urbana official score. Maybe they have a number wrong in the book. Two officials talking to Urbana's coach. Urbana's players are now going to come over to the sideline. Quincy's players are already huddling with Andy Douglas.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be coaching. Are you?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Third official is now talking to the official score saying, what's the problem here?
Alex, text your dad. See what they say. See if he's eavesdropping down there.
PA announcer Bob Goff, being the news hound that he is eavesdropping down there. And we're still trying to determine what is going on.
Well, the coach isn't happy down here.
He's laughing. He was laughing after the first discussion, so I'm not sure what's going on. But now they've taken everybody off the lane.
Yeah, if there's a
they call it technical. I think they have somebody in the book wrong. A wrong number in the book or something. Free throw by Johnson is good. He completes the three-point play. But now Quincy will shoot technical free throws. But I'm not sure why. But as near as I can tell, it's that somebody was entered into the official scorebook wrong. Uniform discrepancy is the term that was used.
Which is a number, right?
As near as I can tell, yeah. And Urbana has their own score, so there should have been two people for the Tigers who would have checked the official scorebook, but he obviously just glossed over as Lincoln Elby steps the line and misses the technical free throw like he did last night. 7 for 22, by the way. Second free throw by Elby, good.
We'll get the official word here.
16-9, Quincy leads, 6:56 left to go in this second quarter. Lincoln Elby takes the bounce pass in backcourt. It's Job, Carson Gay, Parker Bland, and Reagan Tenhouse on the floor with Lincoln Elby. Elby with it, middle of the floor. Over the top finds Carson Gay left wing, back middle of the floor to Lincoln Elby. Right wing now to Parker Bland. Skip pass is stolen away by Richard Johnson. Ill-advised pass by Parker Bland. Just too much traffic to try and throw that type of pass. Right wing, Hillsman has it. Cross-court pass finds Greg Boyd. Boyd with it out front. Gets it middle of the floor to Hillsman. Wanted to go back to Boyd, now does with a left-handed bounce pass. Boyd attacks left wing, free throw line extended. Now high post finds Malik Harris. He turns, shoots, and scores from 14 feet. 16-11, Quincy leads by 5. With 6:10 left to go in the first half. Elby diagonal pass across the timeline to Jacob Job. He gets to Reagan Tenhouse. He finds Lincoln Elby. Left wing now Carson Gay. Carson Gay. Skip pass cross court to Jacob Job. Middle of the floor now Lincoln Elby. He penetrates, kicks to Job. Job brings it center of the floor. Right back on right wing to Elby. Tries to drive baseline, gets cut off. Back up top to Jacob Job. Back right wing to Elby. Elby look for driving area. Can't find it. Now a skip pass finds Carson Gay near corner. Gay looking underneath. Can't find anyone. Skip pass cross court to Lincoln Elby. Elby with it right sideline. Gets it high post to Parker Bland. Bland thought about a high-low pass. Doesn't. Gets it to Carson Gay. Left wing now Jacob Job. Job near corner to Tenhouse. Tenhouse almost traveled with it and does travel with it.
They just drug that toe just enough. Close, but just enough for the referee to see it.
Mike Dade and Cameron Gay check in for Quincy. Blue Devils lead it 16-11. Led at the end of the first quarter 14-6. So it's a 5-2 quarter so far for Urbana. Harris over the top, gets it to Hillsman, right back to Harris near sideline. Still haven't crossed the timeline. Hillsman catches, ball fake, crosses timeline with a right-hand dribble. Traveled with it.
Silly turnovers.
8 turnovers on Urbana, 7 for Quincy as I have it. Mike Dade will inbound near midcourt and gets it into Lincoln Elby under no pressure from Urbana. Elby with it between the circles. Left side now to Dade. Further on the wing to Cameron Gay. Along the baseline, Tenhouse. Back to Gay. Gay, high post to Bland. Bland steps around a defender. Takes it to the hoop. Puts it up short. Missed the shot. And the rebound comes down to Boyd for Urbana. Boyd gets it to Hillsman across the timeline. Stops. Looking for an outlet. Floats a pass to Boyd left wing. Boyd attacks. Now pitches it backwards to Hillsman, center of the floor. Hillsman, ball fake. Bounce pass to Harris right wing. Now to Richard Johnson. Back up the wing to Harris, middle of the floor to Hillsman. Back to Harris, right side of the offense. Guarded by Dade. Now mid-post to number 40, Kobe Wilson. Now they hit Boyd, who hits Wilson, who fumbles the pass, goes up top to Harris. Now a jumper from the free throw line is good by Greg Boyd.
That was he almost shut down at the basket there.
16-13, Urbana. Winning this quarter, 7-2. Tenhouse to Dade, now right wing to Elby. To Bland, far corner. Looking for 10 outs, nothing there. Bland on the dribble, gets it to Elby. Now to Mike Dade, left side of the offense. Dade looks for a driving angle, can't find one. Gets to Elby for a right wing three. That's no good. Rebound, Bland puts it up, and it spins all around the rim, no good. Rebound, fought for Bland, comes away with it. Shot block, foul called.
I'm not quite sure I've seen a ball spin like that before.
A lot of rotation on that ball. And I thought for a second it was going to catch the inside of the rim and spin in, but it spun off. But Bland stayed with it, got another offensive board, and got fouled. And they called a foul on Richard Johnson, his first, team's third.
Stayed with it the whole time.
So Parker Bland's free throw is no good. He's now 1 out of 2 for the season. Bland's second free throw goes in. I thought he pulled the string on it, but it had enough oomph to get there. 17-13, Quincy leads by 4 with 3:50 left to go in the first half. Hillsman gets it to Harris, who crosses the timeline. Crossover dribble, gets along the baseline to Richard Johnson, goes up strong from the block, missed the shot. Rebound tipped up, controlled by Boyd, puts it up off the rim, and it drops through.
Again. Both teams on their offensive boards right now are after it. Carson Gay with it.
Cameron Gay gets fouled by Hillsman.
Blue Devils got it up the court quick after the inbounds, but get past that one last defender, you get a nice easy layup. Clayton White, back into the lineup.
He replaces Parker Bland. Cameron Gay will inbound, far sideline. And he gets it into Elby in the backcourt. 17-15, Quincy leads by 2. Elby, cross court to Mike Dade. Now to Elby. He dribbles from left to right, bounce pass to Dade, further in the corner to Wyrather. Skip pass out front, Gay does a good job to corral it. Now Mike Dade with it right side of the offense. Head and shoulder fake, can't free himself from the defender, gets to Cameron Gay. Gay right back to Dade, sets his feet, fires the three, too strong. Reagan, 10-house, weak side rebound, put back is in.
They got fouled going for it, but I'm glad they didn't call it because he got the easy bucket out of it.
4 points for Reagan, 10-house, 19-15 Quincy leads, 3 minutes left to go first half. Hillsman with it in backcourt. Floats a pass over the middle, gets it to Boyd. He finds Johnson underneath, puts up the layup, no good. Rebound fought for, comes back to Boyd, misses the left-handed push shot, and it's out of bounds off of Urbana. 2 point blank opportunities for the Tigers, and they couldn't get the ball to drop.
Be nice to come down and take advantage of those missed shots right there.
Elby will walk it up the center of the floor. Bumba will check back in, so will Romito here in just a moment. Elby gets it to Dade, far sideline. Dade penetrates, gets it to Elby on the wing. Back up top to Mike Dade. Ball fake goes right back to Elby. Now to 10-house along the baseline. And he throws it right to Malik Harris for the steal. Harris will split 2 defenders, get it to Johnson along the baseline. He goes up strong, and a blocking foul called.
Mr. Harris is pretty smooth with that basketball.
Leaves his feet before he knows where he's going with the ball, though. Wyrather picks up the foul, his first. 16th foul on Quincy. And it will be Richard Johnson at the line to shoot 2. 2:25 left to go first half. Free throw, no good by Johnson. It's a 9-5 quarter so far for Urbana. Second free throw by Johnson. On the way, no good. And Wyrather had the rebound stolen away from behind, but they're going to say that the player was on the baseline.
Yes. Great hustle. You always got to protect that ball. Always.
Johnson, who just missed the 2 free throws, comes out, and Mwasa Bumba checks back in for Urbana. 19-15 Quincy leads, 2:23 left to go, second quarter. Dade with it in backcourt. Over the top finds Bland. Bland will attack the basket, go all the way to the hoop, and pulled the string on the layup and missed it. Wilson with the rebound for Urbana, gets it to Harris. He gets it to Hillsman, fires a 3 from the wing, and it's short. Rebound, Boyd puts it up no good, and Bland soars in and takes the defensive board down for Quincy. Gets it to Dade, and Dade will bring it up the middle of the floor. Go right wing to Lincoln Elby. Ball fake, back to Dade. Dade goes cross court here near corner Cameron Gay. He has a man flying at him, but he steps around him, throws up a high teardrop that's no good. And the rebound comes down to Wilson for Urbana. Outlet pass to Harris. Harris across the timeline, stops at the volleyball line and sets up the offense. Floats a pass to Wilson. Back up top to Harris. Left wing to Hillsman. Hillsman with a couple of ball fakes. Floats the pass, middle of the floor to Malik Harris. Right back to Hillsman. Left side of the offense. Hillsman, some ball fakes. Now pitches it to Bumba. His pass deflected and stolen by Mike Dade. Dade 2-on-2 with Cameron Gay. Goes backwards to Elby. His lean-in layup is good.
Very nice pass by Michael Dade. I thought he was going to try to do a little reverse layup, but just dropped it back to Lincoln Elby, who was coming right down the lane, who made a nice, easy layup.
21-15 Quincy leads. 65 seconds left to go first half. Bumba in all kinds of traffic. Works it back to Hillsman. Hillsman is across the timeline, sets up the offense. Diagonal pass, Bumba high post. Works it weak side to Boyd. Boyd drives the baseline, puts it up. No good because of a charging foul.
Good job, Parker Bland. He stood his ground. He was going full bull at him, and he just put his feet down and just said, "You're either going to hit me or you're going to go around me."
And Parker Bland was darn near right underneath the basket,
yes.
But I think if there would have been that little semicircle that you see in college and NBA, he would have been right on top of that semicircle. Long down court pass finds Bland. Bland thinks about a shot, creates his own shot, misses about a 12-footer, and Wilson has the rebound for Urbana. Quick shot that time by Quincy. Here's Harris in transition. He gets to Hillsman, left side of the offense. Hillsman wanted to go cross court, instead goes left wing to Boyd. Now up top to Harris, back to Hillsman, back to Boyd. Sets his feet, fires to three. It's off the rim, no good. Long rebound is corralled by Mike Dade. Dade takes off in transition, steps around a couple of defenders. Right down Broadway, takes to the hoop, lays it up, and got fouled by Bumba.
He got his pants yanked on out at the other free throw line, too, and there was no call.
What a play.
Okay, he didn't get his pants yanked on.
They didn't. Well, of course, they're not shorts anymore.
No, they're not.
Mike Dade at the line, shooting two. His first one is no good. And, you know, it just seems like the Quincy players, Matt, when they get to the free throw line, are trying to do it in like 2.3 seconds when they literally have 10 seconds to attempt the free throw.
They're getting it out of their hands pretty quick.
They need to relax a little bit. Second free throw good. So Mike Dade splits two free throws. And it's now a 22-15 Quincy lead with 20 seconds left to go first half. Harris with it near sideline. Floats a pass. It's stolen away by Lincoln Elby. To the hoop, Lincoln Elby, and he lays it in.
Good anticipation right there.
24-15, Quincy leads. Here's Boyd, pitches it to Wilson. His deep shot is no good. A weak side rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll be Urbana ball with 2.5 seconds left to go.
Yeah, stop this. Don't let them get a bucket out of this. I don't care if they get a shot. Just don't let them get a bucket.
It'll be Urbana ball to start the second half. As the pass is almost deflected out of bounds, and standing on the sideline was Greg Boyd. So
good defense. Active hands by the Blue Devils caused that. Just a slight little touch of the ball threw off the offensive players. They're not even going to contest Lincoln Elby here.
Well, now Hillsman's going to come at him. Elby catches from the opposite volleyball line. That's on line. Oh, they're going to say no good that Elby didn't get the shot off in time. So at halftime, Quincy leads Urbana by the score of 24-15. Back in 2 minutes. Blue Devil basketball, 103.9 the Fox.
When Amy's brother passed away, her family went to Hanson Spear Funeral Home.
It's not about, the death of the family member. It's about celebrating a life. They're very family oriented as well. They're, traditional, and they want to make you feel like, you're almost, part of the family. And that's what we really liked. If I had to sum up Hanson Spear in a word, it would be compassionate and loyal. It would be like family.
Federated Insurance is a lot like the family businesses we help protect. For 105 years and counting, Federated has shared the common values that have served our clients well. Federated Insurance, it's our business to protect yours.
Call Tony Reese in Quincy at 223-4623.
When Amy's brother passed away, her family went to Hanson Spear Funeral Home.
It's not about, the death of the family member. It's about celebrating a life. They're very family oriented as well. They're, traditional, and they want to make you feel like, you're almost, part of the family. And that's what we really liked. If I had to sum up Hanson Spear in a word, it would be compassionate and loyal. It would be like family.
Your State Farm agent, Charles Schultz, can help get you to a better state. From cost to coverage, Charles can develop a plan just for you.
This is Charles Schultz. Call me at 224-6665 or drop by my office next to County Market at 48th and Broadway. And together, we'll review your insurance needs.
Federated Insurance is a lot like the family businesses we help protect. For 105 years and counting, Federated has shared the common values that have served our clients well. Federated Insurance, it's our business to protect yours.
Call Tony Reese in Quincy at 223-4623.
It's coming to Quincy, and it's a game changer. Fiber is the fastest technology available, and Adams is bringing fiber to the home. Nothing else compares to fiber, and Adams will be connecting Quincy neighborhoods to this lightning-fast internet and telephone service with no gimmick pricing and local service. Find out how your neighborhood can become a fiberhood. Just take the quick survey at followthefiber.net. Adams, the better and now faster way to connect.
Urbana ball to start the second half. Tigers trail Quincy 24-15. Tim and Matt with you on this Friday evening. First game tonight saw U City defeat Milwaukee Bayview 84-76. Jamar Perkins with 38 points to lead the Lions. 24-15, Quincy leads here in the second game, and we are underway. Urbana in the white uniforms with orange and black trim. Quincy in their road royal blue uniforms with white numbers and trim. Ramito back into the ballgame in the corner. Skip pass out front. Finds Moasa Bumba. He finds Mr. Hillsman, who gets it to Malik Harris. Back to Hillsman. Hillsman will bring it towards the wing. Gets it in the corner to Romito. Back up the sideline to Hillsman. Mike Date's going to check in almost immediately for Quincy.
Yeah.
Here's Boyd along the baseline. He throws it away. Couldn't decide what pass to make, and then Elby lost it out of bounds.
Ooh, no. This guy's got a different down here. Nope. They're going to keep it with Urbana. Just like that, Jacob Jobe comes out. Didn't see anything, did you?
They're running, Urbana's running their offense a little bit differently. I wonder if that's why the switch was made. Here's Harris, who went into the backcourt to take an inbounds pass that never came, and he barely got back on the offensive side of the midcourt stripe to take that pass. He has it right wing, down the middle of the floor to Hillsman. Hillsman back to Harris, right wing now to Romito. Up the sideline to Harris, now to Hillsman. Hillsman looking for Bumba. Dribbles towards midcourt to create better space. Now Romito has it, pitches it down to Boyd. He goes across the lane to Bumba, who hits the layup.
Very nice play.
Bumba has 4 points, 24-17. Quincy leads by 7. Trouble in backcourt for Dade and Elby. Elby up the sideline, finds Cameron Gay. Gay will penetrate, bounce pass, will find Dade on the wing. Up top now to Lincoln Elby. Right back to Dade, right wing. Fires a three, and it rims out on him. Rebound hits the floor, but Hillsman is the first player there. Hillsman will bring it up with a left hand along the volleyball line. Stop, pitch it to Bumba. Bumba tried to beat 10 outs, couldn't. Pitches it out front to Harris. They work it to Ramito. Right wing three on the way is good.
May need a timeout that quick.
First 5 points of the second half belong to Urbana. 24-20, Quincy leads. Gay has it high post, rises for a 15-footer and hits it.
Away. Way to answer that. Still timeout by Coach Douglas.
Cameron Gay's first basket. It is a 26-20 Urbana lead, or excuse me, Quincy lead. And a 30-second timeout called by Coach Douglas.
And obviously he has seen something. He's pretty animated in the huddle right there, making a point to them. You can't come out like this in the second half. You can't give up 5 points just like that and make a substitution in the first 30 seconds. So you better be on your toes. You better follow directions, do what you're supposed to, and or you're going to be out and you're going to be talked to, and obviously they'll all be back in. But if you need to make that correction that quick, go ahead and make it.
Each team has used 1 30-second timeout. It'll be Urbana ball underneath the Quincy basket after the Blue Devils. Made shot by Cameron Gay. 26-20, Quincy leads. Harris will inbound to Boyd. Boyd goes over the top to Hillsman. Still in backcourt. Hillsman lets traffic go by. Now brings it across the timeline. Middle of the floor near the jump circle. Fans to right wing. Cross-court pass finds Malik Harris. Harris, cross-court pass finds Hillman. Right back to Harris. On the Blue Devil logo, down the sideline to Romito. Back up to Harris. Back to Romito. Along the baseline, Boyd has it. He throws it out front. Pass deflected, and it's stolen away by Quincy. Elby has it. He will fan towards right wing. Get it to Dade in the corner. Now to 10 outs. Mid-post. Spin move. Put it up. Put it in.
Pretty. Very nice spin move. Big, strong move, too.
Reagan 10 outs with 6 points, and a steal by Lincoln Elby. Elby gets around Hillsman, who fouls him immediately.
Yeah, Lincoln just drew that foul. He knew that kid was going to foul him, so he sort of leaned his way a little bit and took both shoulders, took both arms right to his shoulder, so still be our ball underneath their own basket.
Carson Gay and Jacob Jobe check in. Cameron Gay and Lincoln Elby will take a seat. 5:37 left to go third quarter. 28-20, Quincy leads. Second foul on Hillsman. First team foul of the second half. Jobe looking to inbound. Baseline. Fires it out front to Dade. 2-1-2 half-court zone by the Urbana Tigers. Carson Gay has it. Middle of the floor now to Dade. Back to Gay, right wing. To Jobe further down the sideline. High post, Parker Bland catches, rises, shot blocked. Rebound, Malik Harris for Urbana. Harris, 1-on-3, takes it to the hoop. Out of control, missed a shot. Rebound tipped up and controlled by Mike Dade. Dade loses it to Romito. Layup up and in for Nick Romito. And we have a player injured. It's Malik Harris.
I think he slid right into those steps, which I think is always a dangerous. See how those steps sit out right there? I think his back went right into it.
You mean the cutout portion for the handicap access?
Yes.
I didn't realize that lower section behind the bleachers had that cutout.
No, I mean like the steps. See where it says Western Big Six, that metal thing?
Yeah, I didn't realize they had. That's further down. I can see where the steps go. He's past that, unless he rolled over to where.
Yeah, I think he may have rolled a little bit, but he hit it pretty good. As the family walks in and stares at the kid laying on the ground.
He was out of control talking about Malik Harris.
Yes,
and he's holding the back of his head a little bit.
Is.
It's a nice round of applause. So Hood almost got a little bit too quick there. They had an opportunity to have a run out going the other way, and they just were a little too fast and turned the ball back over to Urbana. And Urbana, in the form of Romito, was able to get a layup. Romito now has 8 points. And it's a 28-22 Quincy lead. Blue Devil ball underneath the Urbana basket as Harris checks out. And Richard Johnson replaces him. Dade with it in backcourt. It's Dade, Jobe, Carson Gay, Parker Bland, and Reagan Tenhouse on the floor for Quincy. Jobe still with it in backcourt. High post finds Carson Gay. Gay attacks, finds Tenhouse. Reverse layup is up and in.
Little tip pass right there, end up right in our hands.
Tenhouse with 8 points, 30-22 Quincy leads, just under the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. Diagonal pass finds Romito. He gets it back to Hillsman, who takes a giant step across the timeline. Hillsman will set things up. 1-2-2 zone for Quincy. Jobe at the top. Down the sideline, Bland knocks the ball out of bounds. Lazy pass by Hillsman to Johnson, and Bland was all over it. Harris checks right back into the lineup for Urbana.
You're not going to be out long.
He didn't even tell who
no.
he was going in for. He just ran on the floor, and Johnson just assumed he was the one that was supposed to lead. Harris has it at the junction of the volleyball lines. Bounce pass, cross court to Hillsman. At the other junction of the volleyball lines on the left side of the offense. Cross court to Malik Harris. Harris sizes things up, fades towards the sideline, over the top middle of the floor to Hillsman. Hillsman backs up, picks up his dribble, gets it to Bumba. Bumba gets it back to Hillsman. Thought about a three, goes instead to Bumba. 15-footer for Bumba is off the rim, no good. Tenhouse with the rebound for Quincy. Outlet pass, Mike Dade, far sideline, up the sideline to Gay. Gay got away with the travel, throws up the teardrop, no good. Gets his own rebound, lost it, and it's corralled by Harris along the baseline. He brings it up the sideline, now takes it middle of the floor. Hesitates, takes it to the hoop, puts it up, no good. Rebound Tenhouse for Quincy. Outlet to Mike Dade. Dade middle of the floor, left wing Carson Gay. Gay. One dribble, fires it to Dade, middle of the floor, right back Carson Gay, left wing. Now to Dade, middle of the floor. Right wing now, Jacob Jobe. 3:37 left to go. Dade went to make a cut, and the pass was behind him. It's saved in, and it's to Malik Harris for the layup.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just took for granted that ball was going to go out of bounds, and nobody really went after it except the two Urbana players. They got a nice, easy layup out of it.
Here's a runner by Tenhouse that's an air ball, but it's chased down by Dade to Carson Gay for a three that's short, and the rebound belongs to Urbana. The pass deflected, stolen by Tenhouse, goes up strong, missed the shot, but he'll get fouled. Quincy, once again, is kind of going over the speed limit here, Matt. They need to just kind of, they can play quick, but they don't need to play as fast as they are.
Yes, I agree.
Wyrather and Elby are going to check back in for Quincy after Tenhouse's free throw attempts.
I think it's just like Coach Douglas said, it's a trial and error. The right time to do it, and we're still trying to find the right time to do it, and the wrong time just to pull it back out and don't try to force it. And I think we're trying to force it sometimes as we miss another free throw.
Tenhouse is 0 for 2 from the line tonight. He'll get another one. Bland checks out of the lineup, as does Mike Dade. Tenhouse with 8 points in the game, 4 in this quarter. Make it 5 as he converts the second free throw. 1 for 3 from the line tonight, Reagan Tenhouse. 31-24, Quincy leads by a touchdown. Hillsman with it in backcourt, left-hand dribble, crosses the timeline, splits a double team. Flips a pass to Bumba. Bumba, far sideline to Harris. Middle of the floor pass to Hillsman. Hillsman, ball fake on Jobe, who didn't buy it. Hillsman backs up towards the left sideline. Picks up his dribble now. Finds Boyd. Boyd on left wing. Bounce pass to Hillsman. Right back to Boyd on the wing. Wants to go underneath, nothing there. Pitches it up top to Hillsman. He'll fire up a 21-footer and drain it. Three-pointer for Hillsman. His first basket of the game.
Slowly sneaking their way back into this.
31-27, Quincy leads by 4. 2:30 left to go, third quarter. Tenhouse thought about a baseline drive. Instead, skip past the middle of the floor to Elby. Elby will back it up and wants to reset the offense. Needs a receiver. Needs somebody to come help him. Floats a pass to Gay left wing. Gay does a full spin. Now crosses over, and a holding foul called on Malik Harris for a hand check, actually.
The coach was sort of looking for a 5 count, but I don't think it was close to that.
No, it was about 3, I would say. Third team foul in the second half on Urbana. First personal on Malik Harris. Quick inbound, Lincoln Elby crosses the timeline. He's looking to go right and does so to Reagan Tenhouse. Double teamed on the wing is Reagan Tenhouse. Behind the back pass to Elby. He finds Carson Gay, and Gay traveled with it on his ball fake.
He took that big hop. I mean, I know what he was going to do. You got to put that ball down before your feet hit when you take that.
Cameron Gay in for his twin brother Carson. 2:07 left to go, third quarter. It's 31-27, Quincy leads. Urbana ball, far sideline, in backcourt. Each team has 4 timeouts left.
Quincy still without a foul.
Hillsman, diagonal pass across the timeline to Bumba. He hands off to Harris. He gets it to Boyd. His runner in the paint is no good. Rebound fought for and is corralled by Elby for Quincy. Elby splits 2 defenders, has it in backcourt, crosses the timeline. Full head of speed, pitches it to Jobe. Jobe with a runner along the baseline, too strong. It's an air ball. Weak side rebound. Harris down court pass to Boyd. All alone. Boyd will go up with the layup and score.
Thought he was going to lose the handle of that for a second.
31-29. Urbana has made it a 2-point game with 90 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Timeout, Quincy. 30-second timeout. So Quincy has used both their 30s here in the third quarter.
Sort of let them back in the game here, didn't we? And give Urbana credit. They've pretty well dictated the pace as far as offensive and defensively with their quick feet and their quick hands. So Coach Douglas doesn't like that, and I'm sure he probably doesn't want them to come back with a tie here, but I think it's a big, big possession for us to at least get off this 31 mark because we've been outscored, 5-0 to get them back to 31-29?
Yep. It was 24-15 at the half. Quincy led it. So it's a 14-7 quarter for Urbana. And again, it's just a matter of shot selection and Quincy not making the right decisions on their offensive end. They've thrown up a couple of runners. They've forced a couple of shots, and Urbana's taken advantage of it to get back to a 2-point deficit. And now what do we have? A holding foul underneath on Urbana.
That was away from the ball. 10.
The foul called on Mwasa Bumba, his third. 14th foul on Urbana. 1:22 left to go, third quarter. Quincy leads 31-29. Wyrather will inbound, and it almost got stolen by Hillsman. Elby has it just inside midcourt. Goes left wing Cameron Gay, now to Mike Dade, who's checked in for Quincy. Dade throws it away. Nice save. Boyd lost it, though, as he tried to motor down court, and Cameron Gay has it back for Quincy. Then he loses it behind the back dribble out of bounds.
That's the situation where you just need to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Just slow down. Don't try to force that action right there, and that's just was a forced error on our own part.
Bumba will inbound. He goes in backcourt to Harris. 31-29, Quincy leads, but it's tenuous at best. Harris, far sideline, picks up his dribble, gets to Hillsman, middle of the floor. Hillsman Waiting for someone to cut through. It's Romito. Romito right back to Hillsman. Cross-court pass finds Malik Harris. Deep three by Harris is a brick, and Dade has the rebound. Dade has it knocked out of bounds by Hillsman.
I would say that's probably not the shot that Coach was looking for there, Coach Russell.
The assistant coach stood up with his arms outstretched and his palms up and his head cocked to the side looking at Malik Harris going, really? What was that?
He was about as far as three-pointers we've seen this year.
Elby will cross the timeline after the sideline inbounds pass. 31-29, Quincy leads. Elby picks up his dribble. Dade helps him out. Elby middle of the floor, left wing 10-house. 10-house, takes a look. Along the baseline, Cameron Gay has it. High post, Parker Bland. 15-footer Bland, short. Gets
Good
his own
foul.
rebound. Goes up strong, missed it, and got fouled.
Give him credit. He followed it up. Just a little short on the trigger, but he went right back to it and got it at the free throw line. Sorry I'm jumping up so much. My legs are cramping up on me tonight.
More potassium in that diet.
I know, something.
Foul called on Malik Harris, his second. Team's fifth. Bland's free throw good. Parker Bland, 2 out of 3 from the line tonight, 6 points in the game. 32-29, Quincy leads, 23 seconds left to go, third quarter. Bland fires and short. The rebound belongs to Boyd for Urbana. 32-29 Quincy lead as we wind down this third quarter. Harris stops short of the timeline, gets to Hillsman, who crosses the timeline, left-hand dribble. Splits 2 defenders, pitches it to Boyd. Boyd up top to Harris with 5 seconds left. Harris stares at the clock and just fades towards the sideline. Throws it back middle of the floor. Hillsman with a deep three is an air ball, and that'll do it. And Coach Russell is not happy with Malik Harris, and nor should he be. 32-29, Quincy leads after the third quarter over Urbana. Back with the fourth quarter in 1 minute on 103.9 The Fox.
Oh, that story looks good. Let me click that link. What? Locked? Pay site? Why do they link stories that I can't see? I'm not paying for that.
All of your online news at your fingertips is free on QuincyJournal.com. Quincy Journal also has a mobile site that fits your smartphone perfectly. And have you taken a peek at QJ-TV, QND Lady Raiders, Quincy High Blue Devils, QND Raiders games and more, live on QJ-TV. For the latest in politics, community news, and more, free every day, it's QuincyJournal.com.
Quincy leads at 32-29. Lincoln Elby, Cameron Gay, Mike Dade, Reagan Tenhouse, and Parker Bland on the floor for Quincy. Tenhouse with a dribble drive, backs it up now. Top of the key goes right wing to Cameron Gay. Gay will get it to Lincoln Elby. And this has more of a man-to-man look from Urbana than it is. Elby with a head and shoulder fake gets it to Gay. Gay around the perimeter, brings it middle of the floor. Left wing now Mike Dade. Dade gets a screen from Bland. Dade to the hoop, throws up an awkward runner that drops in.
Yes, it did drop in.
That ball hit the rim 3 times and fell down for Mike Dade, who just threw up a prayer, and it was answered. 5 points for Dade, 34-29. Quincy leads by 5. 40 seconds into the fourth quarter. Boyd with it near sideline, bounce pass to Hillsman. Right back to Boyd on left wing in front of the Urbana bench, right back to Hillsman. He'll go cross court to Malik Harris. Bounce pass to Romito, far corner. Skip pass, cross court, finds Boyd. He'll penetrate the baseline, put up the jumper, and hit it from 17.
That's a pretty shot. I thought it was going to hit the side of the backboard.
Boyd with 9 points. Now Dade fires up a 3 that's no good. Rebound poked and recovered by Boyd for Urbana. 34-31. Quincy leads by 3. Romito has it far sideline. Bounce pass up the sideline to Harris. He'll penetrate. Pitch it to Boyd. Boyd, 19-footer this time, hits another. Same area of the floor, but 117, 119 feet. Suddenly it's a 1-point lead for Quincy at 34-33. Blue Devil ball 90 seconds into the fourth quarter. Here's Elby, top of the key, left wing to Dade. Along the baseline, Tenhouse. Urbana back to that zone. Bland catches high post. His pass deflected and stolen by Urbana. Harris has it across the timeline. Right sideline goes to Romito, and Bland flies at the ball and knocks it out of bounds.
He went after it. Glad he landed on his stomach and his chest instead of one of those bad shoulders.
Hillsman will inbound far sideline. Unimpeded, he gets it to Harris. Gay at the top of the defense for Quincy. Now Hillsman has it out front. Towards the left wing, looks for Romito instead with a ball fake. Wants to go cross court and does to Boyd. Now to Harris, quickly to Hillsman. Hillsman penetrates, tries to throw it high post to Bumba, who makes a catch in traffic, kicks it to Harris. Underneath the Boyd, put it up off the glass and in. Timeout Urbana, full timeout as the Tigers take the lead. And Boyd with fourth quarter points, all of Urbana's points in the fourth quarter. He's taken the Tigers to a 35-34 lead. Back in 1 minute, Blue Devil basketball, 103-9 to Fox.
Around here, people matter, and relationships are built on trust. That's the way it is at Town and Country Bank. Real people who like things simple, honest, and done right. And our roots are right here, so we're truly local. If you already do business with us, then you know how good banking can be. And if you're not, well, maybe you should. Town and Country Bank. You'll like how we do business.
Part of the HNB Bank family.
When Amy's brother passed away, her family went to Hanson Spear Funeral Home.
It's not about, the death of the family member. It's about celebrating a life. They're very family oriented as well. They're, traditional, and they want to make you feel like, you're almost, part of the family. And that's what we really liked. If I had to sum up Hanson Spear in a word, it would be compassionate and loyal. It would be like family.
35-34, Urbana has the lead. Pass deflected in backcourt, but Elby's able to recover it. Hit ahead pass, finds 10 out. He shovels it underneath the Bland along the baseline. Makes a player miss, throws one up, scores, and is fouled.
I bet you they've worked on that play since the first day of practice. That was sort of a shot put, wasn't it, with the shot? But it goes in and it counts for two, and drew a blocking call with it. So going for the old-fashioned three-point play.
And the foul is on Mwasa Bumba, his fourth. And the Blue Devils still have not picked up a foul here in the second half. Bland hits the free throw. 9 points for Parker Bland, and he gives the Blue Devils a 37-35 lead. Cameron Gay at the point of the press in backcourt. Harris gets it to Hillsman. Hillsman across the timeline with a pass to Boyd. Cross-court pass. Finds Harris, who gets it to Bumba in the paint. Spins around the defender, puts it up and in. Bumba was 6 points. We're tied 37-37. Albee crosses over. Gets it right wing to Dade. Dade cross-court to Cameron Gay. Gay bounce pass middle of the floor to Elby. Right wing to Mike Dade. Dade steps around defender, gets to Elby. Three from Lincoln Elby is too strong. Cameron Gay with the baseline rebound for Quincy. Dances around the defender, gets it back to Elby. Cross-court pass to Mike Dade, right wing. Cross-court pass left wing to Cameron Gay, middle of the floor, Lincoln Elby. Elby looked to penetrate, got cut off. Now Dade drives baseline. Tried to shovel it to 10 house. It's stolen away by Urbana. Knocked out of bounds by Dade, but a foul called.
Yeah, when you're in a tight ball game like this, shuffle passes and stuff like that, you've got to be strong with every move, everything that you do right now.
Tied at 37, Quincy and Urbana with 4:48 left to go in the game.
Plus, we've got a lot of fouls to give here if it gets down late, because we've got 6 to give still.
Next Urbana foul will put Quincy in the one and bonus. Tie ball game. Here's Bumba, weak side to Harris. Floats a pass to Hillsman. Ball fake, still has it. Right side of the offense, skip pass. Boyd saves it, and he landed out of bounds.
Yes, he did.
Unforced error by Urbana. I thought that Boyd got rid of it before he landed.
Close.
But an unforced error on Urbana. So Quincy has it, tied 37-37. 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Elby working on Malik Harris. Gets it to Dade. Dade almost lost it, then almost carried it, then lost it out of bounds.
Here's that situation I'm going to talk about again. You just got to slow that down. You just there wasn't really, you're trying to make something that wasn't there, that you force yourself into a turnover. I think that's a situation where you just look at it, it's not there, pull it back out and try something again.
And Dade comes out of the ball game, and Carson Gay in. So it's the Gay twins, Carson and Cameron. Lincoln, Elby, Reagan, Tenhouse, and Parker Bland. Elby pokes it away from behind, and Bland comes away with the loose ball. So it's been an array of turnovers here in the last 90 seconds. Gay thought about a three, doesn't pull the trigger, gets it to Elby between the circles. Elby will back it up and reset the offense against an Urbana zone. Elby left wing to Cameron Gay, gets it to 10 outs. 10 outs lowers his shoulder, drives, kicks it weak side to Gay. Steps around defender and lost it out of bounds. It will be Urbana ball. And again, Carson Gay hesitated on whether to shoot or not, and then he tried to drive baseline, lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, he dribbled it right off his foot. I know he sort of acted like he went off the Urbana kid, but even from our vantage point, you could see that went off his foot.
Here's Boyd catching on a pass across the timeline. Works his way between the defenders to get it to Hillsman. Right back to Boyd on the Blue Devil logo in front of the Urbana bench. 3:30 left to go in the game, tied at 37. Hillsman gets it to Bumba, back to Hillsman. Jacob Jobe is going to check back in for Quincy. Cross-court pass finds Bumba. He's going to rise for a wing three, and it's off the rim, no good. 10 outs all alone for the rebound for Quincy. Elby in transition, center of the floor. Pushes it right wing to Gay, back to Elby. Elby gets a screen from Bland. His pass deflected, and it will go out of bounds off Malik Harris. Jobe back in. He'll replace Carson Gay. Has it seemed to you, Matt, that the Blue Devil half-court zone defense has been more passive here in this fourth quarter?
Very passive.
Pretty much reacting to what Urbana's doing rather than forcing the issue. Harris with a flop, no call. Elby gets it to Bland. Bland will go weak side to Jobe, sets his feet, fires the three, around the rim and off. And a push-off on the rebound called on Quincy.
Now, can't you get a technical for that? Or is that just
college? Oh, yeah,
level?
I got a technical in high school for that.
That was.
You did too.
No, I've never got a technical.
Peoria Bergen.
Gotten a few yellow cards.
Peoria Bergen, you got a technical for faking a charge.
No.
Yes, you did. Second foul on Reagan Tenhouse. Second team foul on Quincy. Under 3 minutes to play, tied 37-37. Hillsman gets the cross timeline to Bumba, weak side to Harris. Almost dragged his foot, but didn't. Hillsman with it at the jump circle. Goes right wing to Harris, further on the wing to Ramito, back to Harris, center of the floor to Hillsman. Left wing now to Bumba. Middle of the floor, Hillsman. Hillsman turns, gets it back to Bumba. Middle of the floor, Hillsman. Right wing now to Harris. Skip pass, cross court to Bumba. Bumba ball fake, now back to Hillsman, center of the floor. High post, they find Boyd, quickly to Bumba. Bumba working on Jacob Jobe. Middle of the floor to Hillsman, right wing now to Harris. Harris, middle of the floor to Hillsman. Takes a pass to the high post, goes the right side to Harris, to Ramito, to Harris, middle of the floor to Hillsman. Right back to Harris, right back to Hillsman. Left wing to Bumba. Middle of the floor to Hillsman. To Harris, now middle of the floor to Boyd, and a nickel dime hand check foul called on Quincy.
I was going to say, I don't think Urbana's in any hurry to really try to score. They're going to wait for the perfect opportunity. Oh, they're going to give that a shooting?
Wow, I didn't think he was shooting.
Not even close.
They're going to put Greg Boyd at the line for two. Greg Boyd makes the free throw to give Urbana the 1 point lead.
What was it, 11 that had the ball? I think that's.
Oh, yeah, it was 11 who had the ball. What do we have here? Either we had a timeout called or a technical called, and I'm not sure which it was.
That's a timeout. I think number 11, the free throw shooter, called it. So it's got to be a.
It's a 30-second timeout called by Urbana.
That was a little confusing. I think because the tall referee came over and said, hey, your shooter is the one that called it. And I'm not quite sure why he called it.
38-37. Urbana leads. Greg Boyd at the line, shooting the second of two shots. He's 2 out of 3 from the line tonight. And Urbana with the 1 point lead. We'll try and see him extended here. 2 timeouts left for Urbana, both full timeouts. Quincy has 3 timeouts left. All 3 of those are 60-second timeouts.
And what, 3 fouls to give still?
Yes, sir. 16 fouls on Urbana, 3 on Quincy. So Greg Boyd at the line. He has scored 7 points in this fourth quarter, 7 of the 9 Urbana points. And his free throw is no good. And the rebound was lazily chased after, but they're going to say off of Tenhouse's knee, out of bounds to Urbana.
That's a tough call. Let's watch the people underneath the basket.
Well, the biggest problem there was the ball hit the floor, and nobody from Quincy really reacted. They just kind of went, oh, this is easy. We'll just wander over and pick it up. And Boyd flashed to the ball late, and it went off 10 house out of bounds. So Urbana has the lead, 38-37, and the ball. Hillsman under some pressure now. Floats a pass on the far sideline to Harris. High post to Boyd. He takes Job to the basket. Shot blocks, but Remito gets the ball on the baseline. No good. Job has the rebound for Quincy.
22 did not want to take that shot. He wanted no part of that.
90 seconds left to go in the game. Quincy trailing 38-37. Over the top, Bland has it right wing. To Gay, middle of the floor. Cameron Gay with it. He'll hit Job coming off a double screen. Fires the three, drains the three.
Big shot. Very big shot.
Great play call by the sidelines of Quincy. Running Job off a double screen. He was wide open and buried the wing three. 1 minute to go in the contest. 40-38, Quincy leads. Urbana gets a high post to Boyd. Right wing to Harris. Harris down the sideline to Romito. Back up the sideline to Harris. Middle of the floor, Hillsman. Right back to Harris, right wing. Middle of the floor, Hillsman. Hillsman with it. Gets it to Bumba. Bumba, ball fake on Job. Job trying to pin him over on that sideline. Can't. Hillsman works it weak side to Harris. He goes over the top to Boyd. In the paint, lays it up and in.
Yeah, we almost gave that to him, didn't we?
Tied 40-40 with 25 seconds left. And Coach Douglas just says, let's go. Doesn't call a timeout. Elby gets it right wing to Bland. 20 seconds left, tied at 40. Gay pitches it to Elby far sideline. Cross-court pass to Job. Rises for the three. Too strong. Elby has the weak side rebound. With 12 seconds left, he'll fire a wing three and hit it. Timeout, Urbana. Jacob Job missed the three. Elby at the weak side rebound, made a pass, caught it back on the wing, and buried a 21-footer right in front of his dad.
Isn't that sweet? That was, first it was another great offensive call, just like the last one. Jacob Job probably got fouled as he was shooting it. Lincoln Elby ran it down, turned around right, like you said, right in front of his dad, and boom, nothing but net. So
Quincy leads at 43-40 with 7.2 seconds left in the contest. It'll be Urbana ball underneath their own basket, and I wonder if they're going to maybe put fractions of a second back on the clock.
Let's see, they're definitely talking.
One timeout left for Urbana. That's what the question was, and now I think the two officials are going to discuss whether there's, I don't think it's much more than 7.2, but I think it's a little more. I want to say right around
7-9.
Just under 8, yeah. Well, what a shot by Lincoln Elby. He stepped into that three, Matt, like he wanted to make it. I know that sounds stupid, folks, but
I was sort of thinking that Coach Douglas was going to call a timeout, too, because I was watching that, and I don't think he saw us get the rebound. By the time he realized we had it, Lincoln said, the heck with it. I'm just going to launch this here because my dad's sitting right here, and he told me to.
I'm pretty sure of one thing, Matt. Mike Elby did not say a word until after he released it. Now, Mom, that's a different story. All right, 7.2 seconds left.
I like the pressure we're putting up there.
Boyd can run the baseline for Urbana. Looking for Harris. Harris has it. Coming down the near sideline. Middle of the floor. And Quincy's going to foul. Yeah, you got two more fouls to give. A little pushing foul on Cameron Gay. That's only 4 fouls on Quincy. And did Urbana call their final timeout?
Let's see who they... Yeah. Yeah, it'll be Urbana's ball right in front of the scorer's table, right about half court.
The officials are talking. They're saying, did they call timeout? And then the one official walks over to Urbana's huddle and said, did you call timeout? And they nodded yes. And the official looking at each other going, well, who called it? That's the final timeout for Urbana. And the ball should be what? Just a step or two over midcourt?
Yep, that.
On Urbana's side of midcourt, on the offensive side of the midcourt.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's right at midcourt.
So Urbana's out of timeouts. Quincy leading 43-40. Lincoln Elby with a left wing three from about 21 feet has given the Blue Devils a 3-point lead. And it looks like they're going to put the ball on the defensive side of half court for Urbana.
And they got nobody throwing it in. They got all 5 guys here on the offense.
Ramito will run over and inbound it near midcourt on the near sideline. So here we go. Ramito looking, fires it, finds Harris. Harris fades to the wing. He'll launch from 40 and drain it. We're going to overtime. The same shot he took earlier and missed, Malik Harris drains about a 35-footer from the far sideline to send us to overtime. And it looked like, again, he didn't realize how much time was on the clock.
That same shot that he got his rear end chewed for.
So we're headed to overtime, tied 43-43. And I find it hard to believe that was the play that was designed.
I don't think so either. But you know what? When he let it go the angle that we had, you knew it was going to be not so much in, but you knew it was going to be close.
It was online, that's for sure.
Yes, it was.
So Urbana outscores Quincy 14-11 in the fourth quarter, and we head to overtime in Game 4 of the 44th Quincy Thanksgiving Tournament. I mean, calm as could be, Harris just backed up to that far sideline and just launched it.
That was the longest 4.5 seconds, too. I mean, it was a great to get the ball in bounds, but they really never ran anything off of it, and he sort of stood there and said, you know what, I'm just going to chuck it.
And we will have a jump ball to start overtime. 4-minute overtime, tied 43-43. Tim and Matt with you on this Friday evening. Each team gets an additional timeout, so Urbana now has 1 timeout. Quincy has 4. And the tip is controlled by Urbana. Greg Boyd wins the tip and tips it back to Malik Harris, who's the only reason we're still playing in this ballgame, as he hit a 3 at the buzzer. Hillsman over the top finds Harris. Right back to Hillsman, right back to Harris, right back to Hillsman. Wanted to go right back to Harris, but Gay wouldn't let him. Cameron Gay, Jacob Jobe, Lincoln Elby, Parker Bland, and Reagan Tenhouse on the floor for Quincy. They work it to Hillsman out front, and he throws it right at Jacob Jobe's foot and turns it over.
Good no call. There is a difference there, people.
Elby fires it weak side to Cameron Gay. He fires the 3 and drains it from the same spot Lincoln Elby buried one. Cameron Gay has 5 points.
Who's going to make the last 3?
Now Cameron Gay gets down on the floor, jump ball to belong to Quincy.
Like the hustle.
So Urbana in the overtime has turned it over on both their possessions. And Cameron Gay hits a 3 on Quincy's possession. 46-43, Quincy leads. Blue double ball, far sideline and backcourt. No pressure from Urbana, that surprises me. Elby will bring it up. Malik Harris eyeing him. Gay catches right wing, back to Elby near midcourt. Elby protecting the ball from Malik Harris, goes left wing to Jobe, right back to Lincoln Elby. Elby cross court to Cameron Gay, guarded by Hillsman. Now Elby has it at the jump circle, guarded by Malik Harris. Elby, double high post offense for Quincy. Shovels it to Gay, who brings it around the perimeter to the middle of the floor. Gets a pick from Tenhouse, rises from 17 and misses badly. But there is Jacob Jobe, and he traveled as he went up.
He could see it from there. He shuffled his feet.
Found himself too far underneath the basket after catching the air ball and had to readjust as he started to go up and got called for the walk. 46-43, Quincy leads. 2:36 left to go in the overtime session. Hillsman in the backcourt. Gets it to Boyd, who fanned on the pass but's able to get it back. Pitches it to Romito along the baseline. He floats one up top to Harris. Middle of the floor to Hillsman. Hillsman takes a look. Thought about a deep 3. Instead gets it to Bumba. Bumba near corner to Romito. Diagonal pass to the middle of the floor to Hillsman. He'll fire up a 3. It's off the back iron, no good. Boyd with the offensive putback, missed it. Rebound fought for. Boyd gets it back. Gets his shot blocked by Elby, who gets the rebound. They chase Elby down and foul him. It'll be the one in bonus.
And they're going to call that foul.
Coach Russell from Urbana thinks there was a lot of contact on the 2 putback attempts by his player, Greg Boyd. And Malik Harris is not happy about the foul call.
Don't leave it there, Coach. They
called the foul on Greg Boyd, his third.
They did.
And at the line for the 1 and bonus is Lincoln Elby. 1 out of 2 from the stripe tonight. Free throw, good.
Right away.
(47-43), Quincy leads, 2:02 left to go in the overtime. Malik Harris wanders up to Lincoln Elby's shoulder, and I think he whispered some sweet nothings in his ear.
They brushed hands against each other, too, earlier.
Elby misses the second free throw, but Bland has the rebound for Quincy. Elby, right wing to Jacob Jobe. 4-point lead for Quincy, 47-43. 1:50 left to go in the first overtime. Elby with it. Cross court to Jacob Jobe. Man-to-man defense for Urbana. Jobe almost had it poked away, then lost it, and it's stolen away by Urbana. Harris has it in transition. Traveled with it. Blade blocked the shot, and they called the travel first.
Yeah, they called traveling first.
That was the old triple jump move by Malik Harris, but they didn't let him get away with it. All he forgot was the jump stop. If we would have used the jump stop, they would have let him get away with it. Dade in, Jobe out for Quincy.
There was no question on that.
Dade will try and inbound. Pressure. Elby is able to beat 2 defenders and get the pass. 90 seconds left in the overtime. Quincy leads 47-43. Cameron Gay has it. Try to pass, stolen away by Mawasa Bamba. Bamba with it. Took it right out of the hands of Cameron Gay. Cross court, they work it to Romito. Near corner, his 3 is off the rim, no good. And Tenhouse had the rebound and over the back, Bamba. And he is fouled out.
Yeah, you got to call that. Even though both their hands are up there, his body made contact from his front side to the Blue Devil backside. So you got to call that.
Quincy's got to take better care of the ball here, leading by 4 in the overtime. I will say this whole second half, Urbana has been much more aggressive defensively than Quincy has.
If not subbed yet.
Well, their head coach, Bashan Russell, still wanting an explanation. 30 seconds.
Okay, they did sub. No, they haven't. 10's fouled out.
No, he got up to go in.
Technical foul.
Checking in is Kobe Wilson. He hasn't played much at all in this ball game.
That had to be close to, how long do you get?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. That had to be pretty darn close.
So Reagan Tenhouse is at the line shooting the 1 and bonus for Quincy. First free throw. Short, no good. And Boyd has the rebound for Urbana. 47-43, Quincy leads. 70 seconds left in the overtime. Harris with it. Floats it past the Hillsman, center of the floor. High post, Boyd catches in traffic. Back pass to Wilson, fires the 3, in and out, no good. The rebound belongs to Lincoln Elby along the baseline. Elby gets in front of Boyd. Elby hesitates, across the timeline, fouled by Hillsman. Still the 1 and bonus for Quincy. Hillsman's 3rd foul.
The young man been sitting on the bench for how long? And then he comes in and has to shoot a 3-pointer. I think there'd been somebody else I may have been looking at.
That's a situation where the Blue Devil defense looked at the 6'7" Kobe Wilson and said, go ahead.
Go ahead and knock yourself
Feel
out.
free. If you make it, then we'll just shake your hand. But Kobe Wilson missed it. And good hustle by Lincoln Elby to chase down the loose ball. And then he gets fouled as he gets to midcourt. So 56 seconds left to go in the overtime. Quincy leading 47-43. And it'd be nice if a Quincy player would make a free throw here, especially in the 1 and bonus. Elby 1 out of 2 in overtime from the line. Bends, releases, misses. And Hillsman has the rebound for Urbana. Wilson, high post to Boyd, turns, finds Romito, 3 from the near corner, bingo. That's who they want shooting the 3. Romito now with 11 points in the game. Urbana calls timeout. 47-46, Quincy leads with 43.5 seconds left to go in the game.
Now, earlier in the game, he looked like he didn't want any part of shooting that, but he stepped up there and hit a nice 3-pointer. So.
He had 2 threes last night, and he has 2 more threes tonight.
Referee just about got clobbered right there by one of those cheerleaders. So what do you do if you're Urbana?
I think you foul.
Yeah, I think
even
so
though
too.
it's a 2-shot foul. My goodness.
You got to get the ball in your hands. You can't win unless you get the ball back in your hands.
We do some quick arithmetic here. Bear with me, folks.
As he's doing it, I will set the stage here again. Quincy High School's up 47-46. There's 44 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game, according to that clock up there.
Whoops.
It should be 44.10, or it should be 0.410.
Quincy is 8 out of 17 from the line tonight. 14 of 35 through 2 games.
You got to be better than that. Let's see what they're doing with this clock.
43.6 is what the time should be. Isn't it nice that I write down all the times of all the timeouts?
Yes. So they've added time, huh? No, they're still waiting.
Come on, Mr. Ventura. What are you doing over there?
Dixon, come on. These new scoreboards. 45. What'd you say it should be?
46.3.
40. Set time.
Now they got it at 44. I'm surprised the official scorer doesn't write down the times as well. They took 2.2 seconds off the clock, man. They put it at 44.1. All right. Well.
Interesting.
47-46 Quincy leads. No pressure on the inbounds from Urbana. But they're going to certainly ball hawk whoever receives this pass for the Blue Devils. 10 outs gets to Albee. Albee gets it to Dade. Dade being harassed gets it to Albee. Albee still in the backcourt. Throws it over the top and finds Bland. Bland goes weak side to 10 outs. Goes up strong
nice
and scores.
Play. Excellent play, Blue Devils.
10 outs with 11 points. 49-46. Quincy by 3. 24 seconds left in the overtime. Hillsman brings it left wing. No, goes right wing to Harris. Now to Romito. Back to Harris. High post pass deflected right back to Harris. Bounce pass to Hillsman with 13 on the clock. Now Gibson's going to fire a 3 again and hit it.
It's all right. We got time.
8 seconds left.
8.
Dade in backcourt to 10 outs. 10 outs with 4 on the clock to Dade. Dade's going to have to rise from midcourt. Doesn't know it. 10 outs will rise. And it goes down. It goes down at the buzzer. Urbana can't believe it. Reagan Tenhouse hits a 3, and I don't think he got that shot off in time. They're going to give it to him. Tenhouse hits the 3. He hesitated, put it up, and hit the rim, and bounced in for the Blue Devils. Reagan Tenhouse is the hero, but I think he got that shot off about a half second late, Matt. Quincy wins it. 52-49, and Coach Bashan Russell went flying off the sideline, trying to find the one official in the tunnel on the near sideline. On a 3 by Reagan Tenhouse, Quincy defeats Urbana in overtime, 52-49. Back in a couple of minutes with Devil basketball on 103.9 The Fox.
Federated Insurance is a lot like the family businesses we help protect. For 105 years and counting, Federated has shared the common values that have served our clients well. Federated Insurance, it's our business to protect yours.
Call Tony Reese in Quincy at 223-4623.
Your State Farm agent, Charles Schultz, can help get you to a better state. From cost to coverage, Charles can develop a plan just for you.
This is Charles Schultz. Call me at 224-6665 or drop by my office next to County Market at 48th and Broadway, and together we'll review your insurance needs.
When Scott and I purchased these 2 rocking chairs, our intention was to rock together on our porch in our old age. But when Scott was diagnosed with cancer, our lives drastically changed. When discussing Scott's final wishes, we decided the best choice was Hanson Spear Funeral Home. We liked the home-like setting, and we knew we could trust the Spear family to honor our wishes with a personalized video and the Bible Scott used daily. Hanson Spear even arranged a special time for our granddaughters who were having a difficult time. They took care of everything.
Around here, people matter, and relationships are built on trust. That's the way it is at Town & Country Bank. Real people who like things simple, honest, and done right. And our roots are right here, so we're truly local. If you already do business with us, then you know how good banking can be. And if you're not, well, maybe you should. Town & Country Bank. You'll like how we do business.
Part of the HNB Bank family.
It's coming to Quincy, and it's a game changer. Fiber is the fastest technology available, and Adams is bringing fiber to the home. Nothing else compares to fiber, and Adams will be connecting Quincy neighborhoods to this lightning-fast internet and telephone service with no gimmick pricing and local service. Find out how your neighborhood can become a fiberhood. Just take the quick survey at followthefiber.net. Adams, the better and now faster way to connect.